Καλησπέρα σε όλους.
Hello everyone. We're nearing the completion of this conference. It's true that over the past 2 days, yesterday we were here all day long and we listened to important and interesting things that can be implemented in order to improve the primary sector. However, all those things need to be included in an operational program. Without having a national strategy, without having a regional strategy, we won't be able to achieve our goals. Every business starts with a business plan. What they want to achieve, how they're going to pursue it. So, in order to achieve what we have described here in the conference, we need to draft a business plan. Vassilis, a friend and associate of mine, said that we need at least 10 years because when we talk about the primary sector, everything we change happens and has an impact over a 10-year period. And I remember that a few years ago, I had given to the head of the region a book entitled The Strategy for the Development of Denmark over a 60-year horizon. So they had a 60-year-long strategy for the development of the primary sector. We say that, okay, we cannot achieve 60, let's do it for 10 years. And I listened very carefully to the representative from the Netherlands who said that we, in order to succeed and be pioneers, and I'm talking about a country that is a little bit larger than the Peloponnese, they had the state, the academia, research bodies, producers. They got together, they built a strategy, they built their plan. Where they want to move to, which are the crops that they want to pursue, and I'm talking about greenhouses, of course, because they didn't have the necessary surface of land in order to opt for dynamic crops, where they could produce things all year round. And I would like to say that in their planning, they had also included the intention to promote these things. And they said that, okay, we don't have a port, we're going to build one. They did, and it is the biggest in Europe. They created the auction house. And all those things happened because they had designed them, they had included them in the plan. Today, I am going to make a brief presentation in order to show you what the Chamber has done and what we are still working on in order to change Thessaly, to make it more productive. This is why I have given the title The Initiatives of the Chamber of Trikala for the Development of Primary Sector in Thessaly and the interconnection of the university knowledge and research with the actual production. Because we have a world first, seeing that there is no collaboration between knowledge and production. The primary sector and the production sector of agri-food are of strategic importance for our country in Thessaly because apart from their financial activity, they also contribute to the food security of the population, they boost regional development and play an important role in order to preserve and maintain a natural environment. And we know that this is the key business activity for the majority of the population in Thessaly. And tradition is one of the key aspects of our cultural identity, and this is a specific legacy that we have and allows us to promote local products to the international markets. Now, when we talk about agri-food in our country, we know that we're still faced with a deficit. Our goal is not for Greece to meet its needs, but to export food products across the international markets and especially in Europe. Given that the topic of this conference focuses on the region of Thessaly, we need to look into the future of the agri-food sector in our region. Throughout those years, I have been stressing the fact that Thessaly must become the orchard, the vegetable garden, the flower garden of Europe. And we are here in this conference to discuss the future of the plain of Thessaly in order to achieve the GDP increase and the important boost of jobs. In order to do that, we need to draft a regional strategy on how we can work productively and make the most out of the 4.5 million tremors in the plain of Thessaly. We all know that the soil and weather conditions of Thessaly, compared to other European regions, are ideal for the production of high-quality products. The sectors that should be developed in Thessaly, in the plain of Thessaly, are forestry, vegetable growing, greenhouse crops, aromatic plants and herbs, as well as vineyard with special emphasis on winemaking. This is a necessity that I have been pointing out since 2017 during the innovation poll meetings in collaboration with university professors, and I stress the need that we need to leave monoculture behind us and opt for dynamic crops that will change the potential of this region, because we know that if primary production turns towards more effective crops, then we can ensure the development of processing, trading, and promotion of services, having an overall positive impact on the society, on the economy. It is through the collaboration that we developed with the University of Thessaly and with my friend Kostas Gitos, we submitted back in 2009 to the Ministry of Rural Development and Food a proposal on the green Mediterranean greenhouse with specific hydroponic systems. This would capitalize on the RES's geothermal energy and biogas. And when we drafted this proposal, the Chamber of Trikala, along with a group of farmers, visited the Netherlands and Almeria in order to draw knowledge and adopt best practices that are followed in those countries, and those are the practices that have made those countries pioneers in the agri-food sector worldwide. Another dynamic primary sector is forestry, is tree crops, and we submitted to the innovation poll back in 2010 a comprehensive proposal for the creation of a group of farmers of a model state of at least 1,500 tremors in order to support the products, the sorting premises, the refrigerators, and this meant that we could ensure a critical mass that would allow us to enter the market. It is very important that among the conditions for this state, we said that it would also encompass a research center, and the University of Thessaly and other research centers all around the country would train farmers and would help develop research on this particular type of crops. We focused on a specific product, and we focused on a butterfettle pear, an exportable product that has very good perspectives in the domestic and international market. It is in this effort that, apart from the University of Thessaly, we're also supported by the University of Bologna in Italy, as well as the Navarra Institute at Ferrara, and they were the main stakeholders that helped us restructure the Emilia-Romagna crop. So we visited the region and were in constant collaboration, especially in terms of the tree crop expert, Professor Mouzakis, who visited us in order to help us support this initiative of ours. We have seen similar potential in kiwis, tree nuts, and other products, always through collaboration, synergistic schemes, and groups of farmers. Another important sector where Greece has a competitive edge is none other than aromatic plants and herbs. When doing our research in the market, we saw that oregano is grown either through seeds from Turkey or other countries, giving low-quality oregano, and of course, when they are grown on mountain slopes, maybe the exceptional quality oregano of Giagiakos might be distorted and altered, and this is why we opted for the molecular identification of the oregano of Giagiakos, and we ended up growing up specific cuttings of oregano encompassing all the top quality properties in carvacrol and thymol. And we proceeded with further research on wild rose and other aromatic plants. We have also undertaken similar initiatives in flower gardens, and this is very interesting for our country. We think that we should also include the livestock breeding, because we know that the prefecture of Trikala ranks first in terms of feta cheese production, and this is why we worked in order to create a model veterinary unit with a prairie, always with the support and collaboration of the academic community. Were all those things enough in order to alter the course of the land? Okay, maybe they brought about an impact in order to change our mindset. I'm talking about the primary sector. And now we have yielded the first results, but it is through this process that I firmly believe that we need to have all this endeavor supported by regional, comprehensive master plan for the entire region, not just the municipality of Trikala. And in order to achieve that, I contacted at first professors and former associates, Mr. Theophanis Gemelos and Kostas Kitas. And I also contacted the Dean of the Agricultural Sciences Laboratory at the University of Thessaly, as well as the Director of the Lab of Plant Protection, Nikos Tiropoulos, the Head of Tree Corps at another University of Thessaly, and the Assistant Professor Giagiakos Giannoulis. And it is with them that we started working in order to submit a comprehensive plan for the future of the primary sector in the region of Thessaly. And this meant that we would be able to multiply the GDP in the area and create new jobs. What I would like to say, and it's something that has moved me very deeply, is the following. I have seen so much excitement. These people were so excited to work together, to collaborate in order to change the future of this land. And in this effort of ours, we are supported by the region of Thessaly, and we also contacted the Ministry of Rural Development, because if we don't have their support, then this goal won't be achieved. We won't be able to ensure a productive Thessaly. Therefore, such an exceptional process, such an exceptional initiative needs to be embraced by the state if we want to give the value, the primary sector the value that it deserves. We want Greece to be ranking in the top places when it comes to top quality agri-food products. Thank you for your attention.